Hi and welcome to A World of Words. I'm Vanessa and today I'm going to talk about my favorite ongoing book series. So if you haven't seen my video, my all-time favorite series, I will leave a link for it in the cards right there. And in that video I said that I am not including series that are not finished yet because I like the series to be complete before I can call it one of my all-time favorites, just because I need to know how everything ends to make sure nothing horrible happens at the end to my beloved characters. But that does not mean there are not series that I am absolutely loving so far. There actually aren't that many, I realized, ongoing series that I'm super invested in. I think that's because a lot of series ended very recently, but let's just get right into it. Oh, and these are also not in any particular order. I'm going to start with the one that has the most books so far. So that is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. It's probably not very surprising that this is one of my favorite ongoing book series. If you don't know what this is about an assassin named Selena Sardothian, or at least it starts out that way, and there's a magical world, but magic has kind of been banished from the land, and there's also like some stuff with fae going on. And it's crazy action-packed, so many twists and turns that where it starts is just completely different from where it even is at the end of the 5th book. I'm holding up the 4th book to represent the entire series because this is the only one that I own, but the 4th one is one of my favorites. The 4th and 5th are my favorites so far. I also love Crown of Midnight, which is the 2nd one. Those are my 3 favorites in the series so far, and I think the last one is coming out at the end of this year, so I am super excited and super nervous to see where this all ends, but it has been a crazy fun ride and I am loving it so far, even though it will occasionally break your heart. The next one is the Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard series. This is another one that's actually going to be ending this year. There are 2 books so far, Magnus Chase and the Sword of Summer and Magnus Chase and the Hammer of Thor, and I love them. They are hilarious. They are the first Rick Riordan books I've ever read, and I just fell in love, and they're so funny and so much fun, and I am just loving this series, and I hope the ending is just spectacular. The next one is from one of my all-time favorite authors that I actually was lucky enough to meet this past November at YALLFest, and it was so amazing, and that is The Diviners by Libba Bray. I love Libba Bray so much. Her Gemma Doyle trilogy is one of my all-time favorite series. It's on that other video. The Diviners is her current series, and these books are gigantic, so there's quite a long gap in between each one. I think there might have been a 3-year gap between this one and the second one that has come out, which is Lair of Dreams. But they are phenomenal books. They take place in the 1920s, but they're also kind of horror thriller books at the same time. There's a mystery, but it's also really scary. There are so many different characters, and they all have different powers. They finally kind of came together at the end of the 2nd book. They finally all met because it was a bunch of separate storylines, and I was really waiting for them all to meet, and they have, and I can't wait to see what happens with all of them in the next books. I think she might have said it was going to be a 4-book series. I'm not 100% sure because these things sometimes change. I cannot wait for the 3rd book. It's been already way too long in my opinion. That just means she's taking her time and making it really good. The next one is also by one of my all-time favorite authors. That is The Dark Artifices, I can't win with that word, by Cassandra Clare. This book, again, is gigantic, but somehow Cassandra Clare is managing to put out like a book a year, it seems like, since the next one comes out in May this year. It's of course one of my most anticipated releases. There's only 1 book so far in the series, but I had to put it on there because it was really good and I loved it, and I just can't wait to see where it's going to go. More Shadowhunters, yes. All the Shadowhunters. And finally, the last favorite ongoing series that I'm going to mention is The Witchlanders by Susan Dennard. You know how much I love Truth Witch. I don't even think I need to explain too much. I love this book so much. The second one was also very good. I have a review for that one if you want to see it. I cannot wait to see where the series goes. I have no idea how long this series is going to be. I don't know. I honestly couldn't say. I will just ride this out because I am loving it so far, and I can't wait to see what happens next. This is a fairly new series. The first one was just out in January, I think, of 2016. So it is really nice to have some new series that don't seem to be ending right away, because then I have more to look forward to. It's exciting to get to the end of the series, but it's also kind of sad, so it's always nice to have those series that are still going to be going on for some time, so you can still anticipate the next one for a few more years at least. And that was it. Those are all of my favorite ongoing book series. I was actually surprised when I thought about it. There are only 5 series that are my current favorite ongoing series, but if you watch my popular books I haven't read yet video, which I will link above when it is available, and hopefully soon I will have even more favorite ongoing favorite book series to talk about. So please let me know some of your favorite ongoing book series in the comments below, or just some of your all-time favorites if you want to share them. If you want to give me recommendations based on the type of books you see that I like and you think I might like them too, please give me recommendations in the comments below. I would love to see what you're reading and what you're loving. And please give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I upload new videos on Mondays and every other Friday, plus the occasional surprise video, so please subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. And thank you so much for watching, and have a wonderful day. Bye!